Hello, my name is David, and welcome to our Institute for New World Creative Marketing and Sales. The Institute has been a work in progress for at least 50 years. I have taken my best practices from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2 decades in 2000 to create system, a system that has been working extremely well for me. So I established the Institute to share this information with other folks. And I want to thank you for considering being a corporate friend of our Institute. And for every corporate friend who invests $100,000 in the Institute, we, as our way of saying thank you, will be happy and honored to install, if you will, share our ideas about our system with you. And so I wanted to take the time to summarize the uh, the institution, the guidelines, the objectives, the goals, and you can actually find all of these at another site, uh, Creative Marketing Solutions. I'll put a list of everything. I've got about a half a dozen pages that relate to workings within the institute. So uh, I wanted to summarize exactly what your investment will bring you, because we are providing video, printed matter, and media. Once again, things that have worked for us for the last couple years, and they are new world, because we definitely do live in a new world, new goals, new objectives, new ways of doing business, uh, whatever it might be. It's I don't know that there's ever going to be a return to normal. I think it's going to be a return to a new and better world, is what we're striving for. In video, uh, I will produce with your organization three 60-minute uh, conversations with your organization. And of course, you will provide the content of those. So that's how we will organize those three 60-minute sessions. And here's an important thing: anything that we produce, I will provide you with the URL so that you might use it for things that you do to supplement other things that you do. It's very easy to do. And also in the area of video, we will provide the opportunity to for you to have weekly Zoom rooms with your customers. So you determine who should come to those Zoom meetings, and there's going to probably be some limitations on them. But I will produce those shows, and I will produce many many Zoom productions, and you can get a feel for some of these at dreamingwithentrepreneurs.tv, uh, creative marketing sales.solutions, my legacy stories.site. I have a lot of these pages that we have created with what I call single purpose marketing. For example, if you're a company that has 100 different products, theoretically, you could produce a video uh, uh, for each one of those products in any given market that you would like, or just take that URL to that market. So it's an all encompassing kind of thing. 3 60-minute videos, and weekly Zoom rooms. There's printed matter. In the 70s, I was in the publishing business. I bought a publication before I was 25 years old. It was a monthly periodical. And 5 years later, after I bought it, I started a magazine from scratch, a feature, 4-color feature magazine in the county where I grew up, Stark County in northeastern Ohio. So, and also, well, then things happened in the 80s, but uh, uh, part of the system includes. Oh, don't even have one close at hand here. Well, this is a book that I was a book project I was involved in 2011, and I took the book and created a mini book. I wrote chapter 23 of this book, and I took that chapter with this cover, and I used that as a piece to distribute. I distributed it as it was my business card, if you will, back then. I just gave people a copy of this because it was about me. It shared my feelings, and it worked out very well. So included in the project are 20,000 booklets, conceptually the same as what I produce for you. And obviously, we be working together to produce the content, what it actually should say, who the target is with the booklet, and then create content appropriate for that target. There will also be 20,000 postcards, and this is a postcard design that I have been testing for the last couple years, 18 months, and thank you for 19 minutes of your time. It was a very successful campaign that I ran when I was publishing in '78. I sent out back then probably 500 of these cards, and lo and behold, 750 people showed up for 5 separate after work gatherings where I produced back then a 19-minute video multimedia thing, unheard of today, but it was a multimedia thing. It was 19 minutes, and essentially I was thanking them for the 19 minutes that they took to watch it, and gave them some wine and cheese in the process. And on the back of the card, this banner and side panel are represented me, and me specifically. So it would obviously be designed to be reflective of your organization. And then we have a white area in here, and that's where you actually personalize the card. Personalization, handwritten, is extremely important to the concept of someone getting a card and reading it. So there'll be 20,000 books, there'll be 20,000 postcards that I will manufacture with your personalized message. And media, oh my goodness, I am building my media exposure, social media, basically on Facebook, where I do Facebook Live productions several times a week. And in LinkedIn, when I'm on LinkedIn, I typically will take a YouTube that I have produced and just put it in my LinkedIn column, my LinkedIn stream. And it has been working very, very well for me. We will be actually looking for 12 corporate friends for 2022. And I picked the number 12, obviously, is I personally am going to be involved with all 12 in creating our system. And I am comfortable with being able to manage 12 of these concepts, program systems at one time. Also, with the number 12, each one of the corporate friends will be highlighted in um, uh, for the month. So January, February, March, we'll have one single corporate friend who will be highlighted out of the group of 12. Uh, every time that I do anything that I do anything, the corporate friends will get recognition. It might be vocal, it might be written, it might be your logo. You will have thousands of exposures with all the things working together in 2022. No question about the number thousands. Let's see. I think I've covered everything. Oh, and you will also get something that I have been testing and has been working very well for me um, is uh, a dot expert digital library. I've already started it. You can go to your smallbusinessexpert.info, and there you'll find the first 3 or 4 uh, dot experts that I have created. Essentially, we pick keywords that help brand you, and then dot expert. We get that from GoDaddy, and we create then a web landing page for you that will then go into our community digital library. I'll create at least one of those. You can probably twist my arm, and I might do more than one, might do more than two. And I've already kind of alluded to it. Unlimited, powered by the 12 corporate friends of our institute. The words powered by the 12 corporate friends. That will appear thousands of times in and of itself. And here's where things get rather interesting. I will personally guarantee your satisfaction. And how do I do that? It's not that difficult. I make myself available to you 24/7. And to give the system a good feel, it takes 125 days. So we would create it and then turn on the button and turn on the switch and for 125 days. Then on day 126, we meet together in a video chat or face to face if necessary. And we will then figure out what our next steps will be. But all along the way, your satisfaction is guaranteed because you got access to myself. And also, I like to uh, share the phrase that I started using years and years ago. Most of the things I've done in my life have been what I call projects, as necessarily trying to build a business, single business concept. I create a project and then personally research to find those folks who I believe uh, can attain value with that particular project. It was publishing. It was over the years. It's been publishing. It's been direct mail. Um, for a couple of years, I put out a 12-page tabloid with 12 advertisers. Each took a full page, and We direct mail those once a month or once every 6 weeks to 100,000 homes in our community where we live. And so the fact that I was in constant uh, communication with my customers, we were able to make changes. We're able to create even more value to the investment to the dollar investment that they were making. As kind of a summary statement, in becoming a friend of our Institute for New World Creative Marketing and Sales, your organization will enhance the customer care of your existing customers. At the same time, we enhance their lifetime value with you, and uh, prospects will come along the way. They have to, the way that they do things. So we are really truly about increasing, enhancing the lifetime value of your customers. That's what I do best. And I look forward for the opportunity of working with your organization as one of the 12 for 2022. At the bottom of this page is a contact form. Very simple. It comes directly to me. I'm the only one that reads them. And if you fill that out with your thoughts, that we can create our next steps, which I truly want to be with you to establish the guidelines, establish some content, and go to work. At the Institute, we emphasize simplicity, clarity, and value, return on value, enhanced value, lifetime value, uh, simplicity, clarity, and value. Those are the things that we bring to the table, and are excited about the opportunity of sharing with you and working with you for your marketing objectives, whatever they might be. Look forward to seeing you.